Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New Orleans Saints. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here we go. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Burrow going to get this out to Boyd on the perimeter. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage at the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Back to Mixon on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Last week we saw a rarity. He was over 200 yards on the ground, and they lost. So we'll see if they can get more carries like that and win this week.
And that was interesting watching the game tape, wasn't it? Because it was hard to register. But we watched him pile up that yardage and create those nice runs, but they didn't win the football game. But that doesn't mean changing what you do. Continue to feed him the football.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Bulldozes past him. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also...
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And you can see in the next-gen stats, that one 62 yards in the air. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Score that tackle for loss to the Wyoming alumnus, Logan Wilson. On 2nd and 12, Mariota finding Taysom Hill complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. Play fake. Mariota on the move to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mariota. And his throw here is incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Mariota on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Mariota. It's caught by OBJ. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. The Saints had a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they coming off their very first loss of the season, suffered a week ago.
So now we can all take that chasing the 1972 Dolphins and take it and throw it right out the window, right? But let's face it, not many teams talk about that or even have interest in it. All they want to do right now is bounce back after that loss.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise...
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Taysom Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. On the return is Jones from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
They came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 7-7, our score after 1.
Here we go.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And that one caught downfield by Boyd. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Here we go.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Here we go.
Mixing up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7. But they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Burrow on 3rd down. He gets this one to Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all.
On 1, ready?
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Mixon is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll tackle him at the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's a run with Mixon. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Joe Mixon. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Bengals have taken the lead. McPherson on for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he whips that one incomplete there.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Play action now. Mariota. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Daron Payne coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. Now Mariota on 4th down. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Olave, 30 yards. And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Lutz good on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line.
Jonas Jones on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Play action. It's Burrow. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Final play of the half here, Mariota. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Mariota to throw it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Daron Payne able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To throw, Mariota. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Mariota. He is going to find Hill here. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
1st down, Mariota. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that,
and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Adam Prentice, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Lutz with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good 2nd half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They go play action with Burrow. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. Now they work this well upfield across the 45. That third down conversion good for 23. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Mixon. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Mixon. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Let's face it, the focus is going to be, at the end of this play, on the big-time gain, right? He lined up on the left and worked his way all the way to the right before the perfect pass found him. But how about the offensive line and the protection to give him enough time to work his way all the way across the field?
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth. And who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there?
A 1st down throw for Mariota. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Daron Payne getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Mariota now from the 50. Flushed out right. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down, and he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. play action. Crossing route catch made by Johnson. And he's going to get this down near the 25. A handoff to Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Burrow looking to pass. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
They'll give it to Mixon. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only about the 4. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Mixon again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. 11. Mixon trying to punch it in. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And he'll be caught behind the line of scrimmage at the 3. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop him. I like the confidence he showed.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll give to Kamara here on the option, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense along the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys and continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well. After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Mariota. And going deep for Hill. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. And that's now a half-dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Because CD, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you present it, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. That is taken in by Hurst. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now it's
Joe Burrow.
And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
This is caught. It's Boyd. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 22 yards on the pickup there. And that'll leave him with a third and just a yard.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. He's not going to get there. They won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. They'll try and run with Mixon. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. Denied on fourth down is Joe Mixon. And the Saints will have the football back. Well, they knew who to turn to on fourth down. Their horse, they needed the short yardage. He just couldn't get it.
And that's a surprise because normally that's bread and butter for them, right? Hand it to the big guy, let him go, pick up the first down. Didn't get it there. All credit to the defense. Usually, even if they know he's coming, he can't be stopped, and they got it done on that play.
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Trying to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Now Mariota.
And that's caught inside the 35. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth. Wow, wow. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Connected with Mixon, and he'll get him a first down up past the 40 as the clock ticks on.
Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Throwing, Burrow. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. And the Saints are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.
So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And a little bit of a surprise they